Dual soul concept. So I guess this is a concept that like many people may hold. And I first learned about it from this book I'm reading called Mansions of the Soul. I'm covering different chapters inside my Patreon. If you're interested, go check that out down below. But the whole dual soul concept, right, pretty much talks about how the soul is dual in its nature. Its first aspect is the fact that it enlivens the body and stuff like that and gives you life. And the second aspect is the fact that it's able to think and stuff like that. So even inside the book, they kind of separate these two aspects into spirit and soul. Spirit being the part that gives you life and stuff like that, and the soul being the thing that thinks and stuff like that. But it's like if something is dual inside of its nature, it would really be spirit. Because what people call spirit, right, is supposed to be one thing. People say spirits implying multiple things, which is a whole different thing. They're just different intelligences. But technically spirit is one thing, right, that sustains reality. It's energy pretty much, right? Now when it comes to this whole big giant ball of spirit, right, a part of spirit could split off from the whole, and then this part can become aware, you know what I'm saying, and then start to think and stuff like that. So that focal point of awareness is what a soul is, a focal point of awareness, right? But when that soul enters a body, it will enliven it. So that soul is just a split aspect of spirit that became aware, which is why it can enliven the body and then also think and stuff like that. Spirit sustains all creation, and spirit's also intelligent, which is why when it splits, it can become aware of itself, conscious, and then think, feel, and act inside of a human being and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to hear more about the concept, I'm gonna cover it inside the Mentions of the Soul chapter that it talks about it in, like down below and stuff like that, to the Patreon. And I mean, that's the whole concept. The fact that the soul is dual inside of its nature, it sustains the body and it's also able to think. Really, I mean, I guess that's correct. You could say that the soul is usually just defined, well, not usually, but the soul, in the way that I've learned it, is defined as a focal point of awareness. So it's just a split aspect of spirit, which is why it's able to, enliven the body, then think, because spirit sustains all life and is also intelligent. And yeah, that's the whole dual soul concept.